Hey guys, in this video I'll show you what is customer service and how to utilize customer service to actually increase your sales. So what is actual customer service, right? So customer service is basically, it's one of the those little things in your business, but it's also one of the most important things because these are the people that are actually facing the customer, right? So if you're not the person that's actually facing the customer, if you have those people hired in your business, please understand that this is one of the most important positions because they're actually facing the customer. They're actually answering to customers. So this is very, very important position, right? So when you're hiring for that position, please be very, very selective and control how they do their job. Here are some rough statistics, right, for this, for the customer service. 50% of US customers have abandoned a purchase due to a poor customer experience. So this is very scary because that's so many sales that are lost because of just, let's say one person who is in that position and maybe that person had a bad day or that person is just not properly trained and the sale is basically lost, right? So 7 in 10 shoppers say that they'll spend more money, like 17% more on average, with a business that provides consistently great customer service. So the investment that you put into customer service is not significant, but then kind of like the ROI you get from it is just probably more than you can get from any kind of advertising or any kind of promotions because it's just free money that's laying out for there, right? So if you already have the momentum with your business, if you're already 6-7 figures level, then you should definitely invest into a great customer experience. 33% of customers say that they'll look to switch to a competitor after a single bad service experience. So customer, brand loyalty, all of those things, they're not as important. So they're overrated. So people actually will switch brands easily if they had a bad customer experience. So one of the most important touch points you'll have with customer is their support experience. So your service must be outstanding. Now, choosing the right customer service channels, right? Because with e-commerce, with dropshipping business, you need to have a proper channel. So one of the channels is email, for example, right? And there's certain platforms that allow you to have this nice flow of response to customers. So whether they're asking you for shipping times or some product features or product sizing, any kind of questions, that response has to be provided, max within a few hours, right? So you need to have, if you are operating in different time zone, then you might even need to have several persons responding to customers at their specific, time zones. So email automatically creates a record of your discussion, easily allowing you to see how satisfied a customer was with their customer experience, ask them for feedback, and keep track of conversations. So there are several tools for that. So obviously the simplest one is Gmail. There's also Zendesk support. There's Help Scout. Now, I highly recommend Gorgias, right? You can see it on screen. Gorgias is the one that I recommend. It's tool specifically created for Shopify. So I'll show you some of the things like how it looks. So it's specifically created for Shopify. I highly recommend it. There should be a link below where you can try it out. You can sign up. They provide free trials, but this is definitely worthwhile too because they also allow you to upsell to your customers. So for example, if customers are asking for something, your customer support reps can actually upsell extra items to people who already purchased from you, right? So, and you can see how much each person on your customer support team is generating in revenue and sales for you. And they also integrating all of the main channels into one dashboard, so it's very easily to manage the whole support. So I highly recommend Gorgias. You can use it for your business. Now, another channel that you can utilize is a live chat, right? So a live chat is very easy to use. It's very easy to implement, and at the same time for customer, it's very easy to ask a question, right? So highly recommend to have it. And also, if customer has, for example, they're browsing your website, they have specific question, a specific time that they want to ask. Obviously, they can ask on email, but they'll get the response in few hours. Whereas with live chat, they can get the response right away, make their decision, and buy the product, right? So it's very, very important to have this kind of on time, direct perspective, direct communication with customer, and give them enough information for them to make a sale. So here, the example, like for example, Luxy Hair, they invite their shoppers to start a conversation while providing automatic answers to common questions. So they have some bot, like some automated messages here. And live chat doesn't have to be available 24/7. You can just set hours and post them on your website so customers know when they can find you. On other times, basically their questions, they can still submit questions and it will be just forwarded to your email. So live chat availability can be based on your highest traffic time. So for example, if these are Eastern times, let's say from 9 to 9, then these are the times where you can have your customer reps basically answering the questions. And the additional hours can be added during a sale or immediately after sending out a promotional email. So there are several tools for live chat support. I probably don't go through all of them. There's because it will take a bit of time. So Shopify Chat, Apple Business Chat, you have Olark, you have Chatra, you have TDO, right? So there are multiple tools that you can utilize for this purpose. Olark is pretty good, and Shopify Chat is pretty good as well. So check out these two if you were to ask me. Number 3 is basically frequently asked questions. So a lot of the questions, right, that your customers are asking are pretty much the same questions every single time. And so if you have the section with the most frequently asked questions, you can just eliminate a lot of the customer support queries and save a lot of time on your customer support team. And some of the major things that you need to cover are billing, order processing, shipping, returns and exchanges, customer accounts, sizing. So those are the major things that e-commerce brands are experiencing. So here's example. So you can see on screen. So MeUndies, like they have this very, very nicely built frequently asked question section, right? So you can have product, payment, orders, membership, returns, shipping. So all of the questions, and there's some extra questions in here. So it's kind of like everything is pretty much like answered for you. So if you have a question, you can just go here and get your answer, get your, the answer for the question you're looking for immediately. So they organize their most common questions from customers, so answers are very easy to find. And I would recommend to revisit your frequently asked question page on a regular basis. Just make sure it's up to date. And tools to help you create this would be Help Center, Easy Slide, and Frequently Asked Questions by POWR. So these are 3 tools to help you create this section. So how to provide better customer service. So first, know your product inside out. So your customer service reps, they have to be very, very trained on your product. So if customer has a specific question for a specific product, they need to know how to answer that question. And it's pretty much, if you don't know that, like for example, with dropshipping, obviously you don't go into a lot of detail. When you are selling products, you don't go doing very deep research, but you have to get that knowledge, right? You have to get that knowledge. That's why I recommend if you identify some niche that you can focus on, some products that you can focus on, the customers that you can focus on, then it just makes your job so much easier because you're just focusing on a specific customer. You know what they want. You're focusing on the specific products. You know everything about them. So it just makes your life so much easier. And it makes it easier for you as well to hire new people for your team for customer support. Second one is learn to use positive language, right? So for example, if someone messages you and your customer support team and asks about, returns or shipping, right? There are 2 ways to, answer. One is more negative way, where, for example, you have to do it, or I need you to. It can be straightforward and accurate, but at the same time, it's not as polite, and also customer might feel offended. So they will not, even if they buy from you and they kind of this issue gets solved, they wouldn't want to buy from you again. So, but instead, if you, so here providing examples. So to start, you'll have to check your order number. Okay, thanks. It says here that the product won't be available for a few weeks, so I can place an order for you until it arrives in our warehouse, right? And then the same stuff here, right? So positive, just basically rephrased. So positive. First, let's verify your order number. Great, thank you. It looks like the product will be available next month. So I can place an order for you as soon as it reaches our warehouse, right? The same thing, but said in two different ways, and it totally reframes the whole conversation, makes it more positive, and customer would be more happy after having this conversation with you. So customers, they don't want to be lectured on what you cannot do for them, but they want to hear what options are available to solve their problem. That's why, try reaching out to Amazon support. I mean, their Amazon is probably the best in the world. That's why they're the biggest, e-commerce company. That's why they're just crushing it, because they have this focus on customer experience and making customers happy above everything else in their business, right? That's why this is so huge platform. That's why they've grown so fast. And now, it's kind of like if people have expectations for shipping, for customer support, and they have very high expectations because of the Amazon kind of set those expectations and set those standards for all other e-commerce companies. So advocacy for your customers. So traditionally, businesses are expected to have empathy for their customers, but empathy is only a first step in equation. So more important than empathy is advocacy, right? So customer interactions, overall, they have three phases, right? So for example, the first stage is sensing. So this happens at the start of the conversation when you ask questions in order to pinpoint what caused the customer issue. Then the second stage is seeking. So after the problem is identified, then explore what can feasibly be done to solve that problem. And then settling. So once solutions are surfaced, right, you can work with customer to decide what is the best outcome. And advocacy, most often occurs during the seeking phase. Telling the customer what solutions you've explored can calm them. And also, if a customer can see your logic, there'll be more understanding, right? So if you offer a lackluster, so if you offer a solution that just straightforward and you don't provide the context for that, right? It's the customers will not be as satisfied. And the worst thing that you can do on a customer service, call or conversation is appear uncaring. So for example, if you just do for example, we are sorry, or, just very generic stuff, then, and you don't provide more details, how it happened, why it happened, what can be done in the future to fix it, then it's kind of customer will not feel that you actually care, right? And so that's a very important step for you to utilize in your business, and make every conversation, every contact with customers, whether it's you or your customer support team, very engaging, and show them that you actually care. So customer service template, guys, I'll probably don't read them because you can see them on screen here. But for example, lost orders, right? So you can just take these. You can just take these templates. Hi, Peter, I'm very sorry to hear your order hasn't arrived yet. Right? Customer unhappy with their product. Hi, Stanley. Thank you for getting in touch. Right? I can assist you, or we can jump on a call today. Right? Then package is damaged. Right? So these are the templates you can utilize. So if you want, I can attach these templates below for you guys. So just let me know if you want them in the comments, and I'll send them to you so you can utilize them. So this is customer service 101, guys. Very fundamental stuff, very basic, probably very small investment to get it right for a business, whatever your business is, whatever the size is, whatever the, whatever kind of the volume of sales you're generating. But even if you do 6, 7, 8 figures, definitely invest more into your customer support. It's one of the things that will give you tremendous ROI and will create loyal customers that will buy from you again and again, that you don't have to pay for another acquisition. You'd have to pay for Facebook ads to acquire them again. It's just free money. It's just free sales and profits that you can generate. So thank you for watching, guys. If you're looking for help with scaling your e-commerce business, Facebook advertising, more of these things implemented in your business, book the call below this video in the description. Click on link, book a call. And if you like this video, please just click like, subscribe to my channel, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.